Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I'm doing a bit of a different video today. For those who don't know me, my name is Ezgi and I'm a 30-year-old GP trainee working in North London. So I am currently 37 plus 3 days pregnant. So I've been told to get my hospital bag ready and I thought I'd share the contents with you because I know lots of you watch these videos to get ideas for your own bag and just to double check that you've got everything that you need. So I'm currently in the nursery that we've done up. You're just seeing basically a little bit of it. If you would like a nursery tour, then please like the video and also comment below. Tell me what you'd like to see exactly. Do you want to know like the branding of the furniture, like how we put things together, the colour on the walls and stuff like that? So do let me know. So without further ado, I'll show you what's in my bag and at the end I'll also show you my bum. This is the bag that I'll be using. I preferred this sort of hold-all bag over a suitcase because it's easier to like put on a chair, on the floor, on the bed and just get bits and pieces out. Whereas with a suitcase I feel like you have to lie it flat on the floor somewhere and kind of like open up the lid and everything. And this has got like compartments on the side, so I feel like it's just easy access for everything that we need. This is actually my gym bag that we like washed and cleared out and turned into my hospital bag. So let's get in. One of the most important things that I did with my bag is to compartmentalise things, and to do that we brought these sort of travel sack luggage organisers so that when we're there every sort of person and every moment has its own bag. So for example, this is all my stuff with my like postnatal things. And then we have baby stuff in here, so let me just go through it with you. I'm hoping that everything goes to plan and we don't need to stay in hospital longer than we need, so I'm only taking about 2 to 3 outfits for baby, and if things go the way we haven't planned, then I'm sure I can ask my husband to bring in extra stuff. But this is how we've packaged it. The most important thing is to put some nappies in there. Hospitals don't provide you with that, so you need to do that yourself. And with the nappy goes things like nappy creams and things like cotton wool to wipe the baby's bottom when it does need changing. And I've just got pseudo cream as my nappy cream. Now for clothing wise, I mean, I don't know how big she's going to be, so I have gotten 2 sets of clothes. One's a newborn size and the other one is a 0 to 3 month. So if she's small enough, she'll wear the newborn one. If she's not, then I'll put her into the 0 to 3 months. So I'll show you what it looks like. So this is the little vest, and looking at this kind of makes me feel a bit emotional. I mean, it looks very small and I know it's tiny, but then to imagine something this size that's going to be coming out of me is also quite frightening, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, that's what that looks like. And it comes with its onesie. It's got nice little flowers on it, and the reason I like these ones is because you don't have to wear mittens with it. It comes with its own sort of cover that turns into a mitten, so it's like built in. And then we might not need a hat because it's the summer, so normally newborns can get very cold and they lose a lot of heat from their head, which is why often you'll see them wearing a hat. Because I'm due in July, I don't know if it'll be like cold or what the weather will be like that day, so I'll bring a hat with me, which is the hat that goes with the set. And if it's really really hot, then obviously she won't need it, but if it's like windy and cool, then we'll put it on. This set also comes with a bib that I just put it with it, but I don't think she needs one at that point, but maybe if there's any spit up, that'll be useful. And then the other set, which is the 3 to 6 month, is just a completely white set with the hat, the white vest and the white sleeper. I feel like newborn babies just look so cute and snug in like all white. And also with that we have got a swaddle, which is made of like this muslin material, and it's by Aiden and Anais. I'm sure that's not how you say it. Aiden and Anais. Okay. And this is basically just to it's kind of like a blanket at the same time, because it's thin enough for the summer months, but then also if it is a little bit cool, then it will be nice and warm for the baby, and it will also be nice for like any spit ups or anything like that as well. In case it is a little cold, I've just popped a blanket in there as well, which is a little bit thicker, and yeah, we can use that to cover her, especially when we're leaving hospital. So that's everything for baby. Actually, the majority of the prep is actually for mum, more so than for baby. So that's all baby stuff. I've got another bag which is stuff for myself, and it's not very flattering. So the first thing in here are these disposable briefs that I brought from Boots. I don't know if there's an open one. I think there is. Basically, you'll be bleeding loads, and in case you don't want to ruin any of your knickers, then it's better to get these disposable briefs, where they're quite comfortable because they're larger, and also you won't feel like so super conscious in them. I mean, how flattering are those? To complement that, I've got these amazing maternity pads. So these are different to like normal pads or just larger pads, because they're actually super long and super wide and super absorbent, because you haven't had a period for 9 months, and with all the birthing process and everything, you're going to get lots of bleeding, particularly in the first few days, but it lasts up to 4 weeks. So for that reason, I bought, I think these came in a pack of 3 from Amazon, and each of them have, I think, like 15 or 10 in there, I can't remember. But anyways, that's that. I've got some nursing pads as well. I don't know if I'll be needing these, like if I'll be leaking or anything, but they came with, they either came with one of the Bounty packs or they came with one of the Emma's Diary packs. I can't remember. It was like one of the like sample ones in there, so I thought I'd bring it along. Along with the same thing, I've got the nipple cream. I don't know if I'll use it or not. And then I've got another bag in here that I'll be using for my toiletries. So if it all goes to plan and everything's okay, it'd be nice to just shower and refresh myself. So I've got like shampoo, I've got a cleanser, I've got some conditioner in here, some shower gel by Elemis, a hairbrush, and some hairband. I don't think I'll be taking things like makeup and doing makeup and such. The most I'll probably take is maybe like mascara, and that's just to, because I quite like wearing it. I feel like it brightens my eyes and it just makes everything look nicer, but I don't think I'll be wearing any like face makeup and eyeshadow and stuff like that. So along the same line, I've got things like deodorant. I think I bought this from like Primark for £1. Toothbrush and toothpaste. One for myself, one for my husband, and mouthwash as well, just to freshen up. And also along the lines of things for mum, if I went to Primark and just got myself like some really simple basic t-shirts that I can wear during labour maybe. So I've got this like long t-shirt dress in black, so that if I do get anything on me, it doesn't look so gunky. And this can also be worn afterwards as well, so I'll see if I'm in a hospital gown or not, and if not and it's really hot, then I can just wear this for afterwards with just some flip-flops at the bottom to go home with. I'll still be taking things like my maternity leggings as well, because obviously I'll still fit into them. Your tummy doesn't go down straight away. It does take quite a few days and weeks. I mean, it took 9 months to get to this point, so it's not going to go down in like hours. So I'm going to take all my maternity clothes with me, like my leggings, so I can wear like with t-shirts, and then I'll probably take like things like these really baggy jogger bottoms as well. Just something really comfortable, something not too tight, just to go home in. Another important thing to consider when you're going in for labour is to take some snacks. So when you're in labour and you're in hospital, they don't allow you to have meals, so you can't sit down and have a hot meal. Not that you're not going to want to anyway, because you're going to be in pain. But say for example something doesn't go quite right and they need to intervene and they need to take you to theatre, they need to do a cesarean, it's really important that you've got an empty stomach, otherwise you risk having some food come up and then you swallowing that and it going into the lungs. That's the reason they usually want you to have an empty stomach. For that reason I'm going to take some snacks with me. So this is really important for me and my partner with the whole COVID situation. don't think he's going to be allowed to leave the room and come back quite often, so he's not going to be able to like pop to Costa or go to the canteen and eat and come back as freely as he would have done otherwise. So it's important to think of them as well and to take plenty of snacks with you to keep you going throughout the process. So I've got things like nut bars, some biscuits, like another nut bar with like dates and cashew, and also I'm taking a energy drink with me. It's really important to keep hydrated, so lots of water, but it's also important to drink things that have sugar in it to keep your energy levels up and to keep you going. So they actually recommend that you go in with some Lucozade, not the like non-sugar versions obviously, so I'm taking the original one with me. And last but not least, you need to take your maternity notes. My one's all in here in like a bounty pack. So when I was working on Obs and Gynae, I used to see all the pregnant ladies coming in with their bounty pack. And then when I got pregnant and I went to like my first booking appointment and the lady gave me my bounty pack and my bounty folder and everything, I was just like, oh my god, I have one too. It was just like a really special moment. So yeah, this is just like a pouch that has my notes in there that you need to take with you. So my hospital has electronic notes as well, but some of the stuff like the growth charts and stuff are still on paper, so it's really important to take this with you whenever you go in anyway, but especially when you're in labour. And another thing to mention obviously that I can't show you in this video because it's currently mounted in the car is a car seat. So the regulations in the UK is that if you're taking baby home in a car, then they need to be in the car seat before you can leave the premises of the hospital basically. So we have got a Isofix base that we attached to the clip bits that come with the car at the back, and we've got the Oyster 3 travel system of which we use the car seat. So the car seat's currently in the car, so I can't show you that, but I'll show you my bump to make up for it. So this is currently my 37-week bump. So this is a full-grown baby in here now, and I have from 37 weeks, which is this week, until 42 weeks to deliver. And if she doesn't come by then I'll need to be induced, but hopefully I don't get that far and she shows up in the next couple of weeks. Anyways, so that's everything in my hospital bag. Hope that was useful for you. Remember to take a bag that's easy to access. I prepared the bag with my husband, so he knows exactly what's in each pouch, in each compartment. So if I ask him for something during labour or afterwards, he knows exactly where to go. Be sure to get some luggage organisers because it just compartmentalises everything and makes it very easy to find during that whole process. Maternity notes in the car, that's what I do. I don't bring it home anymore because I know that if I am going to go to hospital it's going to be in the car, so a safe place to keep it is just there, and I know that it's always going to be there. With my hospital, because I have a parking permit, I haven't considered things like parking charges. Obviously if you're not working in the hospital that you're going to deliver in, which is most likely, then you need to think about things like change for the car park. So maybe you want to get a small pouch ready with like coins and stuff to pay for your parking charges that day as well. And I would say don't stress about having too many things in there, because as long as you've got the basics, the hospital will provide you with some stuff as well. I mean, worst case scenario, you can ask somebody to bring it in. They might not be able to come into the unit, but they can drop it for you at the door, from at which point the midwives can bring it in to you. And if you are in hospital longer than you expect, then obviously that's not something you've planned for, and again you can always ask people to bring things in for you. So like I said, please like the video and comment below if you'd like me to do a nursery tour. This is just a snippet of one area of the nursery. I really like the way that the colours turned out and the orientation of the room and everything, so I'm really excited to show you guys if you want to see it too. And don't forget to subscribe and follow me on my Instagram, which is the Junior Doc, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.